Welcome, everybody. This is Mike from USA Crypto Group. We have the NNN community in today. We're going to be speaking about the Guardian. Very exciting project today. Today we're going to be speaking with Rand Dom. Welcome. If you could start off, Rand, by explaining a little bit about yourself, the team, and some of the background experiences between you all.
All right, so my name is actually not Rand, but Matt. It doesn't matter. I'm creative director in real life, and I've been working in creative industry since forever. And the rest of my team is also connected to pretty much marketing industry and has some nice development background as well. And we met like 2 years ago to ape into shitcoins together. And based from that experience, we realized that this space to grow needs like smarter tools for people and project owners so they can like build in a more organized and more protected way where it's not only about aping into whatever new Inu will be born today, but to actually know what the project is about, what it brings to the table, and to have all the news and updates that are important for you to make the decision at one place. So that's how we started to build NNN ecosystem. And today we are here and we are ready to present the alpha version of Guardian platform that's here to help project owners, developers, communities, content creators, and pretty much anybody who's interested in crypto to make it, simple as that. So I don't know if I should continue directly with talking about Guardian as a platform, because that's probably what this is about. We've developed AI-driven smart contract scan that's different from what you can now use in GPTs and token sniffers and all the other tools, because we have built our own database of data sets, and the check itself is a dynamic type of chat, which means that it evolves as scams evolves, and it's possible to detect those scams that are not recognized but by basic tools yet. And we've implemented this AI-driven scan into a DEX aggregator that's now working on BSC, but we will expand it further to all the major L1s and L2s later this year, early in the 2024. At the same time, we bring to the table Creators Hub, which is a place where content managers and all the creators, for example, you can create your own profile and connect all your other social accounts and just, have it all in one place and get your community there and actually monetize on the activity and traffic that you bring to the platform. Then we offer pretty advanced marketing tools for performance marketing, which we see as one of the main drivers for the interest of project owners and developers. Because right now, if you are in Web3, you really don't have any useful tools like you have in typical Web2 environment, right? Like Facebook ads or Google ads, where you can pretty much target specific wallets and specific users based on their on-chain behavior. So you are pretty much blind, and you try to find the right opinion leaders or crypto Twitter influencers, but you never know. So we've developed a suite of tools for performance marketing that will make it easier for you to target and to analyze how you are doing when it comes to social activity and the performance of your communication and project. And last but not least, a very important part of this platform are crypto news and project analysis. Crypto news, you can imagine, it's pretty much anything from Bloomberg through Telegraph and concrete project news from the projects that are listed on the platform itself. Same goes for project analysis. We have an automated project analysis, and then we have a dedicated group called Signal, which helps you to do the research and brings you some of the finest projects out there in their early stage. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's about the intro. Any questions, Mike?
Yeah, appreciate that introduction there, Matt. Let's start right off and dive in deeper to the AI-driven smart contract scan there. I really enjoyed looking at the whole platform that you had made there, and what really caught me was the crypto news aggregator that you guys made. It absolutely looks really amazing, but we're going to get into that a little bit more later. So let's start right off with the AI-driven smart contract scan, how that exactly works.
All right, I will start with the platform itself, just to show it. The alpha is ready. Please, guys, take it with a bit of how do you say it? Yeah, take it easy. It's still in the alpha stage. That's why we have this beautiful report back where I always place my comments and tell Lucas to not give any food or water to developers until it's fixed. So they are, and when they are hungry, they are really hungry. But what can you do? Okay, so this is the platform. You have lots of coming soons in here for now, but it doesn't matter because these soons are coming really soon. And you have last detected threats based on the recently launched projects, or we call them newborn projects, where you can see, okay, hidden mint is a pretty common one, and you have blacklists and so on and so on. You have some basic stuff like fear and greed index, some social media banners, and so on and so on. If I go to newborn section, as it is, and I can see all the newborn projects, and I think that you are used to seeing these quite often. Let me see, here we have something new, something that's called Pangold. Let's open this one in real time. It's really frustrating when we launch this that pretty much 99.9% of the projects have some issues and are probably gonna just steal your money. So it's really difficult to find the right gems, and it again comes down to the thing that we need to attract honest developers and project owners to start using this platform, so they can then attract their community and boost their credibility thanks to the AI smart contracts. And here we go. Here we have an overview where you can see that source code is verified, when was it created, who's the owner of the contract, supply, burn supply, liquidity, if the LP is locked, and how many holders, 11 poor souls, we can see here. And taxes, max wallet, max trade, all the important stuff. What's really important is the deep AI check, where you can instantly see if it's a honeypot or if there is a hidden mint, blacklist, whitelist, and so on and so on. We will soon have deployer as well. Here you have the explain function, which is again something pretty important. We'll focus on this in our communication to educate especially new users about the potential threats and how to avoid them. and you can see that there are many, and as the crypto world is evolving, so are the scams, and so must the Guardian adapt to these new scams. So you can expect that this will expand as well. Now, once you connect your wallet, you can set up the alerts for the important stuff, like if there is any unlock of LP, and if there are any new big buys or big sells or repetitive buys and sells, and it will basically help you to track the project on chain in real time. At the same time, you have virtual portfolio that will help you. You can trade basically with fake money and just look or see how will it go if you actually put your money into it. Very important section for project owners and developers is the vote section. The vote section allows community members to vote for the project. Since it's locked behind the wallet connect function, it's protected from bots, which means that you will always see only the organic votes in here, and it helps the algorithm on the platform to decide which projects should be pushed forward and should be made trending, and so on and so on. The benefit for NNN token holders is that their votes count twice, basically. So simple as that. Other than that, the platform is free to use and always will be free to use, with like nothing being hidden, nothing being locked behind the paywall or anything. So it's here, and its purpose is to drive traffic to these tools so people can actually start using it and start benefiting from genuine projects. So yeah, that's about it. And you have some other stuff like transactions over time and buy-sell ratio and so on. And as we scroll down, you can see, again, you have comments from the community members, where everyone can share their opinion about the project. Since, again, it's behind the Wallet Connect, those comments are not driven by bots. And social feed, again, you as a project developer can connect all the social media channels that your project is available on to this, and we will aggregate all the news and updates about the project itself. Same goes for social analytic, where you can see the engagement on your posts, on your articles, on those tags that crypto Twitter influencers will share, and so on and so on. So you will have a comprehensive overview of how you are doing in terms of social media presence. Here we have newsfeed, which is again very important because it aggregates the global crypto news, and at the same time it gives you the space to write your own news, to show that you are active, and to attract new community members to this. Since you are the one who's driving the traffic to the platform, you will then be able to earn a percentage of rewards based on the traffic that you bring to the platform via news and all the other channels and sections there is. So then you can, as a developer, create your own token info and add all the important information in here. You have a calendar, again, that's logged behind the Wallet Connect, where you will be able to share all the upcoming events that are connected to your community, like, for example, this AMA. And then you have quests, where you basically connect all the other platforms like Zeely and I just forgot what the others are, Galaxy, and so on and so on. So pretty much anyone, whether it's a trusted community member or a newcomer, can see everything the project is about and everything the project does in one place, together with the AI smart contracts that will give them confidence to invest in your project. So yeah, pretty much performance marketing and trading and social analytics on steroids.
Very, very clean setup. It's very easy to navigate in here. I like how everything's all laid out, and it's a connected wallet basis there, so it keeps it very safe, like you said there. So what is the actual process of getting a project listed on here and being able to claim it as your own to edit all those things that you were just talking about? Is it just through simply connecting the wallet?
Yeah, exactly. It's simply through connecting the deployer's wallet. It must be the deployer's wallet because then the system can recognize that, all right, you are the owner of the project, so you will get the rights to edit all the info in there. And at the same time, because it's usually not only the one person who's responsible for all the project communication and activity, then you as a deployer can add the rights to other admins from your team, so they can take care of all the details and they can keep this site updated all the time. So simple as that.
So with the team being able to connect to this and multiple people being able to update all of this stuff, is there limitations that you can give to the moderators or whoever you'd like to have access to be able to update these things, or is it going to be full-on access for everybody who is able to connect in?
It's up to you as an admin, as the project owner, how many users you want to add. It's basically your space after you claim it. So we don't do any censorship in here, and it's up to the project owners whether they want to boost the credibility and like improve the trust with their community and who's gonna do it. And basically, it's the one space that connects it all. One thing that I forgot to mention is that there are some reasons where when projects need to have, I don't know, some portion of liquidity unlocked, or a blacklist is there for some reason, and then it will show that the blacklist is found. But at the same time, if you connect as a deployer, you can add your own comment to this, so you can defend the reason why you have the blacklist in your smart contract. So it will allow you to basically to defend yourself and to persuade people that, hey, even though I have blacklist, it's because of this and this, and you can still trust me. Here is, for example, a renouncement transaction.
I like that. So with that LP lock, where it tells you where it's locked there, once it becomes unlocked, will there be a notification sent out to the users that this is unlocked?
Yeah, here is the alerts section, which basically gives you all the alerts. And I'm not sure, maybe Lucas can answer this in the detail, but this is a great idea, maybe, to have the countdown in here, so people can actually see, okay, I have 2 days remaining, so I can sell, and then I will get dragged or something.
Yeah, very good. I mean, we did have a question with one of the community here about being able to possibly put a countdown on that. So that would actually be a great feature, I'd imagine. Yeah.
So basically, when you connect and you go through the alerts, then you will be able to see all the alerts that there are. If there are any changes, if a whale just bought 51% of the supply or something, it will all be here in the alerts.
Very good. And virtual profile, portfolio, could you break that down a little bit for me too?
Yeah, it's a simple thing that you see on other DEX aggregators as well, that you can create your own imaginary wealth where you don't trade with the actual tokens, and you can just practice. I'm not sure how many people do it. Definitely not me, because I'm always in the game and I just always invest with real money. But some people just want to enjoy the thrill of experimenting and seeing how much money they could have made if they invested at this point, or how much money they could have lost when they invested at this point. So simple as that again.
Very good, very good. I really like it. I do. It's very clean. I'll definitely be using this myself as well. Keeps it very safe in my eyes. I see him so far. So, Grant, with the where did this go? I just had it up here. With the votes, you said you have to connect your wallet to be able to vote, correct? So there's going to be no artificial pumps there.
Yeah, exactly. And you, as a project, need 75 votes, which means 75 community members to vote for your project. And then it gets listed, which means pretty much it's verified, and it allows you to get to the trending part, which we know that on DEX tools or DEX screener is again a good indicator if the project has some likes and traction, and if it can make some extra gains. But the votes are not all that's important. There are other aspects that are something that is pretty much our secret sauce, how to get the project trending, because we don't want to make it easy for all those Telegram sellers who promise to get you trending. So we'll keep this secret at all times, and it's more based on the overall organic traffic that you drive to the platform and interaction of community members, and based on that you can get your project from listed to trending and so on and so on.
Very good, Eric.
Yeah.
I look forward to actually seeing those features there, as well as they're locked now in the alpha version, of course. Now, when this, you said it's always going to be free, correct? Even after the alpha phase?
Yeah.
Very good. So with the newborns here, all you got to do is connect your wallet to the deployer wallet. The AI will automatically interpret all of the taxes and the whole breakdown of the project, and put it in its own little nice, neat form there. And then for it to be listed, you then just need to get a minimum of 75 votes, and then it becomes on your listed list, correct?
Exactly. So you just have to activate your community so they come to the platform. And actually they should do it on their own, because it's their money and they need to see if the project they invest in is legit. So that's why the smart contract check is here. It was just a typical Telegram bot a year ago, but it wasn't enough. This is more complex, and again, it's a tool that drives traffic to the website, and it's important for project owners, because there is always fat, and this is a simple tool that can help you to get rid of the fat, to clear it out. So that's why people should use it, and project owners should use it.
Mm-hmm. So I'm seeing, I think these are all, if I'm not mistaken, I haven't clicked on every one of them so far, but the projects that are in the newborn here, those are going to be all BEP20 tokens. Do you guys plan to expand to other chains as well?
Yeah, that's exactly the plan for Q3 and Q4 of this year, that we'll expand to Ethereum, because BSC was the perfect place to start and to train the AI, because most of the scams are on BSC. So it's a perfect environment to battle test this solution. But Ethereum, is the most important chain out there at the moment when it comes to traffic and activity and gains. So we'll expand to Ethereum, we'll expand to Arbitrum, to Optimism, and we'll see which other L1s and L2s will come up next. But Ethereum and Arbitrum are the next steps, since we see that most of the activity is there.
Very good. Now, coming down on your newborn list here, on the right side, we're seeing the latest, the last detected threats. So how is this list right here generated? Is it just randomly picked through all the newborns and just gives you the top 15?
Yeah, one stream comes directly from the users. So when I click on dig here, for example, that's empty. So there will be nothing. Yeah, but the check will start and it will be listed in the threads section once this finishes. And at the same time, the AI never sleeps, so it checks the projects by itself from time to time just to learn more about the next possible threats and scams.
Oh, very good. So it'll automatically check it on its own and update it on its own as well.
Yeah, exactly. So it's basically designed to constantly learn and evolve and train, and it just never sleeps. It's maybe this one is a little bit technical, and again, I'm just a creative director here, so I would need a developer to help me out. But it's basically trained on complex data sets, which are specifically designed to understand smart contracts. Because when you use, you can basically copy the code and use GPT to give you some result, and it will help you to identify the basic threats. Like, hey, this is a honeypot. We've seen it with some of the recent rug pulls that I think it was Certic as an audit company that had few audits done that were actually rugs, and they didn't reveal them in time. They just approved the audits, and then people just used GPT to find out that, hey, Certic, you could just use GPT and you could see that this was a rug pull. But this one goes deeper, and since it's dynamic and it constantly learns about the new threats, it's just the most up-to-date scan out there.
Very good. So with these projects that are coming in, if there is like a project that maybe has 10 malicious functions, will it still list or will it not list it?
Yeah, as I said before, we don't censor anything, so it will be here. But and yeah, you can get it listed if you have 75 crazy people who want to get it out there. But everybody will see that, okay, it has 10 potential threats, so invest in caution. Be cautious.
There you go, 100%. Yes. So I know these functions are not ready yet, but can we talk about your trade function? Will that be a multi-chain trade as well, or is it just going to be Binance?
It's a multi-chain, and it's currently, like, the DEX aggregator is currently connecting, like, I don't know, maybe 25 or 30 different DEXs from that operate on BSC, and this number will grow. So basically, when you trade in here, you get the best prices, and you can actually decide if you want to trade from the PancakeSwap pool or from some other pool. So yeah, that's another important thing that we don't say that hey, you have to trade on this specific DEX. It's up to you to find what suits you, you know. And again, it's connected to the thing that the data on the DEX are always up to date, and yeah, you get the best prices thanks to that.
And it never sleeps. So coming down to the news here on your other functions here, but you mentioned there earlier, you get the Cointelegraph and the other places, the Discovery, that is going to automatically input its own up to date and most recent news, crypto news. Now, could you also search for specific news if you want to?
Yeah, of course. The function is not live yet, so I will just share it from the presentation here, so you can see it, how it will look. Oh, fuck me! My computer is not handling this weather that well. I can almost fry some eggs on it.
Oh no!
Yeah, I have to get the new one, hopefully this week. So yeah, here you have you can have organic articles, and then you can have sponsored articles as well to push some content above everything else. And you can see like the general overview of news as well, and then you have a special Creators Hub section, which is, you don't need to be a project owner to monetize on the system and to drive traffic in here. You can just connect your normal wallet and create your own profile as a creator and start creating some content, whether it's project analysis or again news from the crypto world or news from the financial world as well. And you can monetize on this content. You can share it on Telegram, and Twitter, pretty much anywhere you wish to, and again drive traffic back to your own profile. And you can decide whether you will share this content for free or whether it's behind your own paywall, let's say. So when it's something more exclusive, like your, I don't know, weekly newsletter with the most important alpha out there, then you can make it as a paid piece of content, and people will share some little dirty dollars with you. So you can earn and monetize and constantly drive traffic to the website and grow your own audience in here as well. So this is,
okay.
Yeah. And yeah, sorry.
I was going to say it was a very, very clean setup on that too. I really like it. But coming over to the other side where I see contests and events, how is that information input into here? What kind of contests, what kind of events are we going to be seeing in there?
Yeah, so for example, you can use micro campaigns, like from Zeely and all these Web3 activation platforms, where you have like sprints, for example. Hey, let's rate this tweet of Elon, for example, and those who will get the most views on their comments will get some rewards. And again, this can be automated later. So this pretty much, it's up to your creativity and imagination what kind of contest you wish to put out there. And again, we just aggregate all the news and all the data for you, and then you will be able to see how did this contest perform, and if it makes sense to continue with this type of contests, or you have to hire a new creative director that will help you to figure it out, for example.
Very interesting. I do like it. So I also see on the aggregator here, the news aggregator, we see that the detected threats are also going to be featured always on this section as well.
Yeah, it's important to have. Well, it should make it easy for you to always find the next gem and identify the next scam. So because this is what drives the traffic, and this is what drives the engagement of the users, so they can share, hey guys, I just found something that could moon in the next couple of days. What do you think? Or hey guys, please avoid this one because look, it has hidden mint in it. And this is the primary driver, and it will always be the primary driver. And then since you are a creator, you know how important it is to write about these projects and to give them some extra spotlight as well. So yeah, and at the same time, you will be able to add your own banners to the website, so you can again promote yourself or these AMAs or pretty much any activity that you have. And since me and the team, we have the background from marketing agencies and performance marketing especially, and very important part of the platform are these smart performance marketing tools, which will help you to target the specific audience that you want to reach and attract based purely on the content of their wallet and their like usual behavior. Like if you want to attract someone who's really into LSDFi or GameFi, then you will be able to filter those potential users or wallets out, and you can say, hey, this article is about GameFi and the progress that's been made in GameFi in the last year. So please make sure that people who are interested in GameFi will see it. And again, it's very important because this is something that's been missing in the crypto world, that pretty much every creator and every project owner is blind and is just trying to spam Twitter and pay Google ads, which are not really suitable for Web3.
Right. So on the page that you're looking at there, I can see that the author and a little bit of write-up about himself, his socials and all that. Now, if I were to click, which is not clickable right now, obviously, the more from author, where is that going to take me?
Well, it's going to take you to the, well, you can call it a personal blog, or again, to the profile of the author, where you can see all the articles that they have written so far. And again, it depends on the author, but you can connect your Twitter, you can connect your Telegram, you can connect pretty much anything you wish, all the social channels, so people will be able to follow you on TikTok, to follow you on Instagram, to follow you anywhere you go.
Mm-hmm. I like it. I really do. Now, coming on to the next section here, Rem, the NFTs. What's the NFTs going to be about, and how are they going to play into the ecosystem?
Yeah. When NFTs started back in 2021, all the craziness about NFTs, we were like, hey, okay, this one is should be an easy revenue stream. So we jumped straight into it, like, hey, let's create a few collections, or let's find different creators of NFTs and give them the space to promote their projects. But as we kept talking about it, and as the NFT industry evolved, we are now focused more on like projects with real utility. I don't want to over promise anything, but it's sounds these NFTs and projects that we are looking for and we are working with at the moment are connected to real estate, for example, where you can part of your NFT represents part of the investment in some like real world asset or development in the real world, and so on and so on. It's too early to talk about it, and it's pretty sensitive because of NDAs and stuff. But it's not just that you buy more JPEGs and then put them on OpenSea and hope that these will move. It's more about seeing the technology as innovation and find the ways to promote it with real businesses and real use cases. So no, like we want to like, hey, let's donate part of the profits to charities, like many projects used to do it before because they didn't know what else to put out there, you know. So we are looking for something that it is not about like buying and flipping the NFT, but NFTs that incentivize users to hold and to earn some passive rewards from it, like airdrops and stuff.
So speaking about these NFTs, is there any plans to integrate a game where you're going to need these NFTs? And if so, will it be a purchase one to play, or will I need to continue to buy, or would I even have an advantage of if I bought more?
Yeah, one of the main points of all the development we've done so far is that we want to keep it simple. We don't want to tap into too many industries and too many categories at once. And most importantly, we want to educate people while they are having fun. So when it comes to GameFi, we have section of our ecosystem that's called Thorium, and this one will focus for now on small GameFi projects like small roulette or poker and all the fun games that are basically there for you to have fun and to earn something smaller on the side. It's not here to we are not yet ready to develop like a AAA game, if you're asking about this. But when there is someone who wants to leverage all the tools that we have available and comes to us, hey guys, I just I'm looking for talent and tech to develop this game. Can you help me? We can help you, but it's not on the priority list at the moment. The Guardian, as it is the number one priority, and the games will be there just for people to have fun and again to drive engagement to the platform.
Right. That sounds very interesting there, Rem. So coming down to the next part here on your Launchpad, tell me a little bit about the Launchpad. What's it going to look like? How do you get listed on your Launchpad, or will it be many options of being able to use whitelist functions into your Launchpad as well? All that.
Yeah. When it comes to Launchpad, again, we try to think about it as a complex tool and part of the ecosystem, that it's not like just a typical Launchpad where anyone can just list their project and raise the funds, but we offer additional services. We are actually like a properly established company, Guardian Ltd, and we offer additional services like code auditing, legal support, and regulatory compliance support, KYC, and all the other stuff. So again, you can just lead a project that tries to raise funds and succeeds or fails, and then it's under all the other pressures out there, whether it's legal, whether it's the auditing, and it's gonna cost you extra. Or you can do it properly and basically hire the community and the team to help you with all these stuff. So once you launch, you will be pretty much sure that your code is legit and that you comply with the regulations that are coming, and that your team is legally protected when it comes to all the bullshit out there from government and other organizations.
Mm-hmm. No, it is, as we know, impossible to catch 100% of this. So let's say, for instance, someone a project becomes malicious on the launchpad here, and then, they've had their KYC and audits all in place, and they still had malicious intent and they rugged. What is the process of how you present their information to the public?
In the most transparent manner. We don't hide anything, and every step of the process is always documented, so people will instantly know what happened, whether the dev died in a car accident, like it happens all the time, right? Dev died during the mint. It's pretty much the most common cause of death in rug pools. And no one can 100% guarantee that the project will be legit, because it comes down to human factor, and that one is just unpredictable as it is. So that we can do as much as there is possibly as we can to make sure that the project is legit, and we do the due diligence by ourselves. And to be honest, once you are established in crypto and you have some experience, then you can pretty much tell if someone has good intentions, or if someone is just here to take the investors' money and run away. It's not. I don't think that people are that complicated or that sophisticated. You can tell.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So one of the last things here I see on the GuardiaNNN.ai is the market conditions at a distance. How is this information fed into it, and how is it updated?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Yeah, with the market condition at a distance, where you see the fear and greed index for
it's simple, something that people need and use. I think that even CoinMarketCap actually implemented it in their landing page as well. Yeah. So again, it's a good indicator for you to decide if you want to trade right now or if you want to wait a little bit more. And we want to expand this a little bit more, where you will be able to see the indicators for the specific projects based on the overall mood in comment section, based on the overall mood in their social media. If the project gains some good mood boost on Twitter, then this will be part of the indicator that you will see on Guardian, and it's specifically targeted for that exact project. So I think it will be pretty useful, because you will know whether the project is going through some tough phase or through some fat, or if the project is legit and people are happy about it.
Mm-hmm. And this is all updated in real time too?
Yeah, this will be all updated in real time too. It's gonna take some extra work to update it in real time, and it's gonna cost some extra when it comes to hardware, but it will all be there as the platform expands. I'm not saying that it will be there in a month or two, but as we expand to Ethereum and beyond, then we will connect all the other functions.
Very good. No, I think we pretty much touched on everything in Guardian. Is there anything we missed in Guardian?
I'm pretty sure we did, and when I open my Telegram, I will have few messages from Lucas. Hey, you forgot to mention this and that. But I think that's all from my side about Guardian.
All right. Now, I know you have a pretty big ecosystem. What would you like to touch on next?
Yeah. I can just, well, the Guardian is the most important thing right now. It's the pilot project, and it's the main driver of the entire ecosystem because it's unique and it's here to help everyone who wants to succeed in crypto. But after Guardian, there are other plans.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I don't have any porn open in here.
All right. Well, let's touch on Zealy there. Let's go a little bit in depth on that. And I see the quests, I see the leaderboards. Tell me about it. How do we use it? How do we? Do you have to be a holder to use this, or can I just simply partake in?
There are like two main revenue streams, even for you as a holder. That the first one is when you hold NNN, you get something from the buybacks from each and every buy and sell of NNN token. And then we have something more important that's like an organic driver of engagement. We call it karma, and karma is here to reward people for being active and supportive members of the community. And imagine it's basically a pool with the rewards that the ecosystem earns from all its side activities like call group and launchpad and NNN NFT marketplace and Thorium games and so on. And then these rewards are distributed among the most active members. And it's connected to platforms like Zealy or Galaxy and all these other activation platforms. So we can basically, if you want to connect your profile to NNN website, then you will be able to track your progress to earn karma. And based on that, the rewards are distributed, I think, on a weekly basis. I think there is a couple of thousand of dollars distributed already. Not sure about the exact number, but as the community grows, these rewards will grow as well. And as you asked, you don't need to own NNN tokens to earn rewards from karma, and these rewards are paid in BUSD or in all the other stable coins later.
Very good. So it's 50 XP, and you'll be awarded one ticket per 50 XP. Yeah. So I see. We'll take for instance here. Number one, Superman. He's done 352 quests, and he's got 13,500 experience points here.
Yeah.
Tip my hat to him. Very good. So this is paid out weekly, like you said, and they're all pooled up to earn the prize money. But I also see a rug here, right? You got lamps and merchandise and all that such to go with it.
Yeah. Again, it's something that a community contributes to. That everyone has some kind of talent, and you want to encourage people to show that talent. Being a content creator doesn't have to mean that you just write an article or create a Twitter thread. You can pretty much do anything. If you are a great painter or an artist, or if you make rugs, it doesn't matter. You can still promote yourself and find your place in the community and use it to promote what you do.
Interesting. So you said it's paid out weekly, but do the tickets, do those reset weekly as well? So you'll start off at having 0 tickets at the beginning of each week?
No, but if you are not active for longer period of time, then your karma will start to diminish. So you should stay active, but at the same time, on your profile when you connect to NNN website. You can set, hey guys, I'm on vacation, so please don't take my karma away, and you can protect it in this way for unlimited amount of time. But you won't be able to earn karma, and at the same time, your karma will not diminish.
Yeah, good. So you can have it locked in case you go on vacation. That's very good.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right, let's go over the quests here. I see we can visit the website. You're going to earn 25 XP. You can do this once daily. You have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 6 daily tasks, and this resets daily. And these are going to be the same tasks every single day, correct?
Yeah, there are some repetitive tasks that are, again, here to drive some extra traffic to the website. And then there are specific tasks and contests that are, again, created by community. Like, for example, now we will have a contest that people need to find a gem by using Guardian. And I'm not sure about the exact rules, but the gem must not rack for at least 3 days or something like that. So, and then people will vote on the best or funniest gems, and based on that, they will get some extra karma boost and rewards.
Interesting. Now, I noticed that some of these are also locked. Is that going to be something where you need to connect your wallet to be able to earn these?
Exactly, because these are directly connected to your profile activity, like to your wallet, and that means that when you connect to Guardian, when you connect to our website, then we will be able to say, all right, this wallet is active, this person is has high credibility, and they are an active member of our community. And well, I mean, again, it's up to you if you want to interact via the main wallet, or if you want to keep it separate and just have a dedicated NNN wallet just for all the activities that are connected to our community.
Oh, very nice. So you can separate it. That's nice. I think that's about it for the Zeely here. Let's move on to Signal. Let's break that one down.
Yeah, okay. So Signal, there is a guy who's represented by the name of Dr. Evil, and he's the CEO, let's call it the CEO of Signal. And well, Signal is a call group that's doing the research and project analytics and helps to educate the community about the new projects and the up and coming launches of new projects, and detecting potential threats as well. And since it has Guardian as a tool available, and all the legal and compliance support, as I mentioned before, and the auditing service as well, then it's a little more advanced than all the typical call groups out there, because it gives you some extra boost of credibility as a project, because the analytics will be more complex than when it comes to just random call group that you find somewhere, like, hey, buy this today and buy that today, because it's gonna do some extra access. It's not that active as other call groups, because, as I mentioned before, like 99.9% of projects that are deployed on BSC right now are scams. So it's really difficult to find the gems, and it takes time and patience to manually search to contact the teams, to engage in talks, and to really do the proper due diligence before sharing it with the community.
All right. Now, Dr. Evil searches out and seeks out all of this, or are projects able to approach him as well? And if it all checks out, can also get on.
Both of these, and he's not alone in this. He has some little elves that are helping him, minions.
Little elves and minions, I like that.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
I did notice one thing I did forget about the comment here. I'm sorry about that. Is the ranking system, novice, apprentice, and the man of wisdom. Can we break those down a little bit?
Well, again, it's connected to karma rewards that you will be eligible to earn those when you get to the first level. And as you grow, then your rewards will grow. It's, again, as simple as possible. There is no like, you have to be active to become the novice, to be recognized by the community that you are an active member and a supportive member and insightful. And once you become novice, then it should motivate you to grow more and more and to earn more and more. I mean, we are still talking about a couple of dollars, but these can be the change, and as the community grows, these couple of dollars will become more dollars. And again, since it's paid in stablecoins, it's not directly affecting the NNN token, so there is no sell pressure from the rewards as well.
Very good. So novice is 0 to 49 comma. Apprentice is 50 to 199 comma. And then the man of wisdom is 200 and plus comma. Now I do see on the man of wisdom, you get your activity awards like you just explained there, and then shares from projects. What's that mean? Shares from projects.
It means that once the launchpads will be established, you will be able to get the whitelist for the pre-sale, for example, and all the other perks that are typical when it comes to project launches. And we'll be able to enjoy some extra benefits from the project analytics and some VIP calls from Signal and so on and so on. But it's only about being earlier, a little bit earlier than the rest of us.
Man of Wisdom will have a benefit of share of 0.5% from monetization of projects. That means
you got really quiet on me there.
Good morning, Lukasz.
Thank you.
Oh.
Here I will interrupt. Did you hear me good?
I can hear you better now, yeah.
Okay, good. Man of Wisdom have a benefit. The main benefit is he will receive the share from the project. That means from monetization mechanism. For example, 0.5% will from all monetization of Guardian will go for Man of Wisdoms, and 0.5 will go on buyback and burns of NNN. Okay, let's continue.
Appreciate that, Lucas. Now, I do see what you were just talking about a couple of minutes ago there, Rand, about the holiday mode. Looks like you just simply need to type /holiday and you will be able to lock your comma.
Yeah, exactly.
Very good. And looks like the degradation reduces the percentage of comma each week, and it increases it by 10, 15, all the way up to 50%. And this is also each week it's going to increase by 5% all the way up to 50%.
No, it increases with each endorsement you get from other community members in Telegram and through the Zealy Quest and so on. So it decreases automatically, but it increases manually.
So someone could potentially make 5, 10, as many accounts as they would like to, right? And could really benefit from this if they were to really pump up the karma between all of their accounts, or is it going to be?
Yeah, I mean, the community will recognize that because you have to be active in the Telegram channel as well. So, and you have to get the pluses from other members. It can't be like that only 2 members will plus each other forever, you know. So and again, you will have to have 10 wallets for this. And yeah, someone who really wants to try can fool us, but I don't think that they will be able to fool us for longer time, because the community is always out there and always watching.
Keeping you safe, being the Guardian.
Also there is around 6 layers of defense, the algorithm checking the karma, and sometimes it decide that karma is not legit and it will not count.
Oh, okay, very interesting. I think that's it for the karma. I don't think I missed anything there. Let's move on to your marketplace. Let's break that one down.
Yeah, it's connected to NNN NFTs, the marketplace, and it's not live yet. But as I mentioned before, the NNN NFTs will be the yeah, it's a really interesting name. We still need to talk about it, Lucas. But
okay.
no, it's fun. So the marketplace will be connected to these unique NFTs. And again, I'm not sure. I probably can't talk about it that much because it's under some NDAs and it's really sensitive at the moment. But you will know when the time comes that there will be some interesting projects. Like imagine some projects nowadays, they don't do the typical private sales or pre-sales that are just, hey, let's get a percentage of our token supply out there and let some whitelisted people to buy it. But instead they choose to sell their NFTs that will guarantee the community members and the owners of these NFTs to get some passive income when they own the NFT from that project. Like so that's the idea here, that these NFTs are not here just to be sold on the secondary marketplace, but so you will be sure that they will generate some profits over time.
Very good. And how do these profits share back into your ecosystem?
It depends on the project, and it depends on terms and conditions, and how we decide together with the team that will launch these NFTs. These NFTs are not directly connected, or these are not made by NNN. These are made by our partners and other project owners and developers. So not NNN NFTs, but someone else can create these NFTs.
Okay, and then the entire marketplace itself will share, what I'm reading here, 1.5% of its entire revenue to your buyback and burns, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
That was changed. How situation on change on the market with OpenSea and Blue and etc. blah blah blah. We decide to set the commission on NFT on 0% and transfer that monetization mechanisms on all system. Not 1.5%, but 0.5%, but from much bigger amount.
Very good. Okay. Thanks for that. I think I pretty much everything you could probably talk about on the marketplace there currently, because it's still not, it's under development, correct? But we're not able to really talk too much on it. So when can we expect some of these other utilities to come to fruition?
Well, Guardian is the most important part at the moment, and I think that for the rest of the year we will focus on making the Guardian the best platform for everything that project owners and traders need. And once it's fixed and ready, and it can handle, I don't know, 100K users per day without any issues, then it's quite easy to start connecting all the other, what's the word for it? Well, all the other parts of the ecosystem to it, basically. So these are all in alpha. They are pretty much ready, but they can't be connected to something that's not ready yet, and that is Guardian. So you can expect once the Guardian is out of the alpha and is ready to handle higher amount of traffic, and all these other tools and services and parts of the ecosystem will pour into it and will connect to it.
Okay. And that's aimed to be for Q1 of 2024.
Probably, yeah. But you know how developers are.
Yes.
I mean, they are still sleeping, so.
So I noticed here too that you have a multi-wallet portfolio, so you can actually connect multiple wallets and be able to choose easily between your list of wallets, as opposed to having to log out and log in to separate wallets.
Exactly. Again, to make the process as simple as possible for every user, because we all know it, right? I mean, I probably have like 30 wallets at the moment because I interact with all the bullshit out there, and I just don't want to lose all the funds that I have. And then it's difficult for me to track everything, and the tools, again, are out there, but they are not connected to one platform. So again, I have to go through all the different systems like DBank, and then DEX tools, DEX screeners, MetaMask, Rabbi wallets, Rabbit wallets, all the other, I don't know what else is out there. And the idea here is to connect all of these into one profile, or merge them under one profile that's yours, and you will be able to see your portfolio and adjust your investment strategies from one place.
That's pretty interesting, being able to have multiple different wallets of different platforms in one place. So like you said, being able to have all these in one place, will you be able to have the information of, like, maybe say at the bottom, like a total cash value of your entire wallet set?
Yeah, of course, it's part of it. I mean, if you connect to Guardian platform, you will already be able to connect those wallets, and you will see even the scam tokens that are being sent to users on a regular basis. And the thing is, you have to filter them out manually, because sometimes, this happened to me when I connected to Guardian first, that I saw, all right, I'm a billionaire now, but then I realized that it was like most of your portfolio, if whether you want it or not, is somehow trashed with the scam tokens that are being sent to you. So when you connect there, you will be able to see all the coins and all the amounts of dollars that you have in there. But be careful, because this can be tricky, because it will show you even the scam tokens that are sent to your wallet.
Right. No, will you have the ability to revoke access to these through your connected apps?
Yeah, later we'll add this function. For now, we recommend users to use revoke.cash, or I've been using Rabbi wallet since, I don't know, 2 months ago, and it's perfect tool. I recommend it to everyone. I'm not their ambassador, which is a shame, but when you switch from MetaMask or Trust Wallet to Rabbi, it's completely different experience, and you can revoke directly from your wallet. but we'll implement this function to Guardian platform as well later.
Very nice. All right, so coming down to the next part of the ecosystem here, which is still yet to come, which will probably be next year as well, I'd imagine. Thorium. It's going to be your play to learn and play to earn games here. What type of games could we expect?
Well, there are some good old classics like Bomberman, for example, that were part of this before. These are not directly. We are the developers, the guys from that are working on Guardian are not directly responsible for Thorium. So again, these are from our partners and friends. And Bomberman, the Web3 version of Bomberman was the pilot project. I think the focus now shifted to Gamblify projects, to Gamblify like casino and poker games and roulette. And this will be like a testing version or pilot, and we'll see how the community will react to it and if they actually use it. And if they do, then we'll know that, all right, this is important part, and we will divert more attention and funds towards creating more fun arcade like easy to play games that are not time consuming. We don't want to, like I said before, we don't want to develop AAA games at the moment. We just want people to have fun while they learn something about blockchain and how it works. So basically, Gamblify with casino and roulettes and poker, and then some educational. It's difficult to call it a game, but it's gamified education. So quizzes and some videos that are interactive, but where you can learn more about blockchain, more about the potential threats and benefits of blockchain and implementing it into real life. And again, these are not something that I would call a game, but it's gamified education.
Right. Yeah, no, play to learn, that could be a very good aspect there too. So I do see that if you are an NNN token holder, you can gain a bonus, such as increased NFT drops. So I assume that you complete a task and you'll have the ability to earn a free NFT through playing a game, right?
Yeah. That's just one of the perks out there. And again, it depends on the specifics of each and every project. So for now, this is just an illustrative example. And I mean, because we have really good and creative people in the community, they all often come up with other ideas and solutions. And when we decided, all right, or when the community as it is decides that, all right, this is something that we should work on, and we don't have any problem to divert our attention and focus towards developing something unique, something fun, and something that will benefit everyone. Hello.
Oh, I was just muted there. I'm sorry. I had a motorcycle go by. I had to mute myself there for a minute. Sorry.
Look at me. I'm the captain now.
So in addition to the NFTs being able to drop inside these games, you're going to be able to earn discounts as well. Where can we apply these discounts? What do they apply to?
Maybe Lucas can answer this question. I don't have the knowledge.
That is just the examples. It depends on the games. It depends on the project. If, for example, there will be a developer who will create something like Clash Royale or games like that with some subscription monetization, there can be a discount if you are a holder. But it's just the examples of the project. In current stage, Thorium producing the casino It's focused only on the multiplayer game, not a single player game. It's easier because regulation. But the one of the purpose of Thorium, it's a school for our hired juniors developers, where they are taking the skills, improving themselves, and after they will be able to move on higher projects.
Interesting. Okay. Thank you for that, Lucas. So we did talk about the NFTs already, but those are not going to be coming out. So your NFTs that you guys are going to be creating, what are some of the use cases for your specific NFTs, and what's the cost? Do you have a cost on these yet? Have you thought of a cost?
Yeah, okay. I can talk about it in general, not in a specific way in this moment. And imagine that Guardian as a platform is a performance marketing driven tool, right? And it will generate some revenue. We expect that if we reach at least 10% of what Dex tools or Dex Screener have, and we will be talking about hundreds of thousands of users per day. And those users will be targeted by advertising that's paid by project owners and developers and content creators. And we don't want to keep this revenue for ourselves, because we are not Facebook, and we are in a Web3 environment, and we want to share this revenue with people who supported the ecosystem early, and early is now. And that means that these NFTs or tokens, let's not call them NFTs, because people imagine that NFTs means some nice picture with some extra benefits. These are more like specially designed tokens that allow the smart contract to automatically redistribute part of the revenue to the holders, part of the Guardian's revenue to holders of these tokens.
Okay, that makes sense. Very good. So coming down to cooperatio, looks like that's going to be a job-driven thing here. Let's get into cooperatio and how that's going to tie into the ecosystem.
Yeah, I love this one, because this one is really useful for me as a freelancer and a creative director and content creator, because you know how hard it is to get paid for the job done. Sometimes you make a deal with someone, and then you have to wait for the money. And hey, man, sorry, I don't have it right now, but I will. You are the first on my list. When I have the money, I will pay you. Cooperatio will solve this problem, that both parties have to agree on terms of and conditions of their cooperation, and then the one who hires the freelancer, whether it's a developer or creator, deposits the funds into community governed fund, and the community will decide if the creator on the other side delivered the work that they promised, and if they do, then the creator will get his or their reward right after the project is finished. And this can be applied to all the other jobs out there, whether it's like Stillers, or crypto influencers, that people can decide if this exact crypto influencer really deserved $2,000 for this job that he did, or most of the time they will just these random. I just got a message from someone who tells me that they have a AMA proposal for me, and I could use Cooperatio later for this, because I will just put the money into the fund, and when the AMA will happen and the community will decide that all right, this AMA was good. It was it delivered on what it promised to be. Then this person will get the money we agreed upon. So this is what cooperation will do.
Very interesting. I like that concept, and we let the community decide. Now, is there any worries that maybe the community, wants to just downvote everybody, and sometimes those guys looking for the freelancers jobs will be losing money?
There is Lucas.
This will be something like future karma profiles. So every buyer, every seller will have some ratings, some karma, some reviews. You will know pretty much about reviewers' works before you will decide to do some deal.
It's like a Web3 LinkedIn / Fiverr is the platform where you go and hire freelancers.
Right. Yeah. No, very interesting. I like that. So coming down to here a second ago, the Innovator Hub. Break that one down, Paulie.
Yeah, Innovator Hub. Imagine basically a fund that we are going to establish for the future development of other new concepts that will emerge from the community initiatives and ideas and activities. So basically, again, this is something that needs to be discussed, and it will be probably funded from multiple sources, whether it's Guardian's revenue or NNN's revenue or karma and all the other stuff that will come to the platform. But yeah, think about it as in a typical world, it would be a VC fund that's going to look for the new promising projects and stars, and will help to co-found them and nurture them until they are ready to take over.
Yes, that is a final stage of community. Something like
Binance.
Right. All right. So I see that, where community members can share their ideas and collaborate and bring them for fruition. So in this hub, you're going to have X amount of people in it dropping their ideas, and who's going to be able to see this? Everybody that's on the hub, and if they're interested in it, reach out or send a message saying that let's do this together.
Yeah, exactly. And because it's connected to cooperation, then you will be able to hire the right talents for it, because these people, in ideal case, you will see their experience, you will see their previous projects. And again, it's connected to Guardian, so you will be able to see what they are interested in, if they have relevant skills for your project. And so it's again connected to transparent ecosystem and job marketplace. And in this way, you as a project owner will be able to hire the best talents out there for your project. And the ecosystem will help you to fund it as well.
Interesting. When everything's all finished, it's going to be a complete one-stop shop. I can see that.
Exactly. That's the headline.
So, now we're going to talk about the token here. Break down the tokenomics for me there.
The token itself. All right. The token itself, it's called NNN, and it was originally just a shitcoin, and it wasn't. It was a renounced contract, and the team took over this renounced contract because it fitted the needs that were there in the early stage. The token has 10% buy and sell tax, and from this 5% go towards buyback, and 5% goes towards burn. So simple. 5% goes towards buyback and burn, and 5% go to liquidity pool. So as transactions will increase, the liquidity in the BNB/NNN pool will increase as well. And it's as simple as that. It will give you some extra privileges, like I mentioned before, that you can, your votes on projects in Guardian platform count 2 times, and it allows you to interact with all the other parts of the ecosystem as we start to deploy them.
Very good. So with the buyback and burn being 5% there, what wallet is it? Is it a visible wallet that we're going to be seeing these reflections going into that you will be eventually burning, or are they going directly to the burn address?
I think they. Lucas, please. Again, I'm just a creative.
Okay. I will take it, but my English is bad. Okay, we create a token with around $60 in liquidity. In purpose, it will be just only community token, not some developer token or marketing wallets or something like that. It's a fuel in the engine. The engine is community. Without community, you can have a great project, but without community it will not work. So we chose the token as a file of it. So monetization mechanisms will create buyback and burns mechanics. As I mentioned from Guardian, it's 0.5% to NNN, 0.5 to Karma. For example, from Signal, it's 10% of revenue. Every project has some integration into that mechanics. The tax system is designed like 5% going on the reflections and 5% going on to the liquidity. These tokens is stacked on the contract. When contract have 0.1%, it will launch the liquidity cell.
Okay. Now, there's no team wallet, no marketing wallet. How are you guys funding this?
Oh, we have our own sources. We are taking it as investment. We are creating the Guardian where we want to monetize, make a monetization of performance marketing, and this is like only investment to the future.
Yeah, we all left our jobs, and they were pretty good jobs, man. But you have to move forward. I mean, when I first started to interact with DeFi and Web3, I knew that this is the opportunity of a lifetime, and it makes sense, not even from the perspective that, hey, I will be rich, but we can change something here. And I know that it sounds a little bit like cliche, but it's not in this case, because I'm like a true believer in decentralization and like democratization of not only finance or economy, but the content management and the distribution of information. So, I mean, it's worth it to invest the money if you have it, and we'll see how it goes. My wife is not happy.
I hear you on that one, brother. So, this token itself, this has been around for a while, right? It's going on 2 years?
Yeah, over 2 years, or soon 2 years, not sure.
Mm-hmm. And did you have any special rounds in the beginning? You know, private, seeds, public sales?
Lucas?
It was just launched and communicated in the communities.
So no fundraising rounds. Just
no.
Was it a stealth launch?
it was like it was created. Matt, you can maybe say it better.
Yeah, well, it was just created. No, the thing is that there was no intention at the beginning. It was just made of pure fascination and enthusiasm as a response to all the shitcoins out there. And the original name, that's why that it's NNN, because it was no purpose, no community, no nothing or something like that. And after a while, it just wasn't enough because guys can't help themselves. They need to invent something constantly.
Mm-hmm. Oh, NNN, okay. No purpose. So I think pretty much touched on everything on between the ecosystem and the token itself. Did we miss anything, guys?
I think there is many, but
What's that?
Hello,
Hello,
Lucas.
I am thinking at the morning it's taking a longer time.
how about the API for the blockchain data on your own block scanner? Let's talk about that one right there.
Lucas, are you here?
Sorry, ask me again.
The API for the blockchain data in our own block scanner.
Yes, we are developing our own nodes and API of source for all data, because every source has some limitation what we can't surpass. For example, BSCs can have drops sometimes. That will mean our own system will drop too, that we can stand. So we are creating our own systems, our own sources, but we are not giving any API as a public for now. In the future, it will be maybe, but I can tell for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, basically, devs decided that Etherscan and BSC scan is just not enough to handle all the needs of Guardian and AI checking systems and all the stuff. So that's why we needed to like revamp and reimagine how BSC scan works, and it's easier to train the AI thanks to that.
Very good. So let's see. I think pretty much hit it all. The audits and KYCs. I know we kind of briefly touched on this earlier, but to recap on that, this is going to be all done through the GuardiaNNN.ai, the audits KYC, or is it going to be automated audits through the Guardian?
KYC will be held by a third company.
Yeah. What's that?
KYC will be handled by a third-party company. And same goes for legal and compliance services, but they are connected to the ecosystem. And the audits, well, again, you can choose. The AI audit is the simple part from the project owner perspective, that it provides you with the essential information about the contract. And after that, it's up to the project owner to decide if they need any further support or if they believe that the AI check was enough. And we can provide the manual audit as well. But it's not the primary driving force or stream of revenue. It's just that we know how to do audits, so that's why we want to do the audits, and we can help projects that want to fortify their position and show that their code is bulletproof.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, audits also can help with optimizing of, for example, transactions fee, because sometimes this contracts writing, I don't want to say wrongly, but wrongly, and the road is longer, blah blah blah, and the transactions is more expensive. That can save also. That can be also some benefit for audits.
Very good. So I think we touched on all of the Guardian's services there, but I do see the phone apps. Is those going to be on Android and iOS? I'd imagine. Do you guys have a projected date for when you guys like to launch on those apps?
The thing is that we don't want to directly develop a mobile app at the moment because of all the limitations that come, especially from the Apple's App Store. So the app will be just an enabler for you to interact with the web interface of Guardian. Because I don't know if you know this, but every transaction that goes through the App Store, I think Apple takes like 30 or 40% of it. That's part of their terms and conditions. So think about it as a simple portal to get into the NNN ecosystem, and then you will move to the regular interface, web interface from it. At least for now, until they don't change the terms and conditions.
Mm-hmm.
It will be in the future like a web app. It's like it's like a link on the page. You will install, and the only difference is you will install the application from website and not from store.
Exactly.
Yes, a website will ask you, will you like install me or something like that.
Okay, very interesting. So that's coming down to the roadmap here, future. Going to be adding more features as you develop them into the Guardian ecosystem there. But what's next? What's the future plans for a couple of years down the line? Let's say.
Well, what you can expect pretty soon will be in Dubai, where you can meet us and on some other local events as well. We will kickstart a PR campaign to attract developers and project owners to learn more about Guardian and its possibilities. And at the same time, it goes hand in hand with the development of the platform, which means that the devs must not sleep anymore and just focus on the work. And hopefully by the end of this year, we'll be fully ready to connect all the dots and to make the engine run flawlessly. And that's the main point. Guardian is everything at the moment, the most important part. I mean, we haven't even started with any communication. Like, we have a Twitter profile, and it's pretty much just getting ready for some marketing. And since we are focused on performance marketing, not only on some shit posting, we will have to analyze the data and see how people behave on the platform, if it's easy for them to navigate through it, and constantly test it and adapt accordingly to what people do and what people need. The idea here is to make a product that you will love to use every day, the way people interact with like DEX tools or DEX screeners, which are not as advanced as we aim to be.
Set the bar high and go for it. I like it.
I mean, it's been over 2 years since we started working on it, so I think it's important for us to realize that hey, we've come so far, and this is just the beginning, you know, of the journey. And the motivation is there, and there is a lot of heavy work that was put into this. And yeah, let's see how it goes. Let's see if people will love it, and let's see if we are ready for the next wave, for the next bull market, for the next meme and shitcoin season.
There you go. I like it. And I'll definitely be following along as well too, because I want to see those other features come to fruition as well. Because I really do like the platform. It looks like it's very easy to navigate, and it has, like you said, your slogan, a one-stop shop option.
Exactly.
Everything is optimized by feedbacks. We allow the feedbacks. For example, if you see a report back button, there is also possible to take a screenshot. You can draw. You can point on something, and you can make some feedback, some improve. You know.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
And again, you might get rewarded later for being active. So I don't know, Mike, maybe you should try.
I just might. All right. Let's take some community questions. I think we touched on everything, so I'm ready for some questions if you guys are.
Yeah.
All right. First one here is from Ben. Oh, no. By the way, USA Community. I always tell you guys, if anybody wants to ask on voice yourself, please feel free at any time to unmute yourself now. But we're going to take some text questions here in the community because we do have quite a few. First one's coming in from Benova. His question is in the case where a Telegram account is deleted, how can we access back into what that account has earned? Is there going to be any options for that, or do you have to simply make a new account?
There is an admin section, so you can contact us and we can figure it out. And again, it's connected to your wallet as well. So unless you lose everything, which means your all the access to your social profiles and to your wallet, and you are pretty much fine. We can figure it out.
Mm-hmm. Certified loaner's question here is any plans of having the Telegram and Discord bot version of the GuardiaNNN.ai for groups or even personal use?
Not sure if you mean the trading bot or if you just mean the check itself, because that's the difference. Because the check itself in the first version was available as a Telegram bot, and everyone could use it in their Telegram account or their project's Telegram account. And I think that this can be done again, even though we don't want to divert the traffic from the platform itself. And when it comes to like trading bots, we don't want to go this way because it's just not safe. We can see the boom out there, like Unibot and iBot and or all the others right now, but we don't feel confident that this is the way for us.
Next one's coming in from Roderick here, and I'm trying to read this on the way through, so might be a little slow on that. Let's see. His question is, it said that security is the biggest challenge to growing Web3 projects. So what type of process is the security provided to the users?
Can I read the question somewhere?
Maybe this was more directed towards like an audit. You guys don't have an audit currently, right?
No, we don't have an audit. The audit is done by the Guardian itself, and you can check it via GuardiaNNN.ai. It's a great example of how we want to do this.
Okay, very interesting. So
But
There's no.
NNN is a simple contract with not some special function.
Lucas, you asked whether you can read those questions. There's a pin post on top. If you right click it, you can read those questions there.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Thank you. There is quite a few in there too. I think it's probably about 40 questions in there. So I'm trying to read them real quick and see if I can pick up some good ones here. Let's see. All right. So being a holder of a token, it's all about governance. His question is from Lion: if I hold from a little amount to a larger amount, will my voting power increase?
No, it won't. We want to give everyone the same chance to vote, and it's not about the percentage of NNN. It's just about you being part of the community.
Okay. All right. So the third question here is: we know that your main interest is to develop an optimal tool for users, and therefore they depend on our opinions. So I would also like to know what power of opinion we users will actually have, whether we are investors or not investors.
Again, it depends. It's up to you. You can create your own profile on Guardian, and you can interact with the project itself, or you can choose to not interact with the project. And then it's up to the project owners and other community members to decide if your voice is relevant, if the questions you raise are relevant, and we don't want to interfere with the process that's happening inside the community, inside other communities that are built within the ecosystem. And at the same time, when it comes to NNN as an ecosystem, when you join our Telegram, you will see that we hear you and we listen to you, and we adapt to the feedbacks that are given by the community members. Always.
Always. Very good. Evelyn's question is, in a few words, with your fees and burns a comma directly, I think we touched on this earlier too, you don't need to actually be a holder of the token to earn this comma, correct?
Exactly. You just need to be active in our efforts, like marketing efforts and Telegram.
Oh, you can collect karma without the token, but you need the token to receive the rewards. It's not a large amount. It's for first rank, it's $42. For second rank is $200. It's not monthly. It's a stable. Just hold it.
Highest level here has a question about Signal. His question is, and we know Dr. Evil runs this one here. He's wondering if there will be any referral program that one could maybe earn something for bringing good projects that do very well.
I'm trying to find the question because
highest level is question number 6.
Will there be? Is it about the Signal? Will there be any referral program? No, it's different, right? Can you just repeat it, please?
Oh yeah, sure, absolutely. Let me get back up to it here real quick.
Yeah.
About the Signal, will there be any referral program that will reward those who brings in good projects?
I'm not sure what you mean by this question exactly. Any referral? Okay, referral program. I don't think that it's planned at the moment, but it's a good idea. So thank you for this one.
Just write to Evil.
Yeah, he will be happy. He loves when people write to him.
Let's see. his first question on that same one there, since in-depth analysis and detailed research will be done on the contract and project before calling it inside the signal call group, does it mean that projects that are still in the private sales stage without any deployed contract will not be accepted for a call?
This is on the individual basis, and it's up to the members of Signal and up to Evil to decide based on the due diligence and proper analysis of the project to decide whether this project deserves the stage for the private sale. And again, you still need to be to act responsibly and decide. I mean, no one can tell you if this is 100% guaranteed success.
So Gianni's question here is, what marketing strategies are you going to be implementing to grow NNN? I know that we're obviously doing an AMA here, but how else are you promoting the project to ensure growth?
Yeah, okay, this one is interesting because people are usually used to having some big names and callers saying, hey, this is cool, buy it. But we don't want to go this way because we see that it's not a real credibility boost. It's just short term. So our plan is to attract developers and project owners, so they will drive the traffic to the platform. That's one part. The other part is because Guardian itself is mainly driven by analytics and the smart contract check. So we want to attract people who are interested in security and in transparency. And these are the ambassadors, if I can call them that way, that will drive the traffic. And so it's not about just, hey, look how cool it is. It's more about, hey, I have done some deep dive into this particular project. Read more about it on Guardian, and this will drive the traffic to the platform. At the same time, since we are from performance marketing environment, we will use all the additional performance marketing tools like PPC, PR news, and so on and so on. And at the same time, we test it on ourselves. So we will test the AI-driven performance marketing tools designed for Web3 to spread the word and make it a case study that is supposed to inspire all the other project builders out there. So that's basically it. We don't want to overpay and burn too much budget just for some short Twitter posts or Telegram calls. We just want to focus on the long-term sustainability. I mean, I always say that we are running a marathon here. We are not in this for the sprints.
That's a good way to put it. I like that. So, Roy Rivers has this question about the gaming aspect here. He said, "It's noticed that most gameplay projects, what I have invested in personally, have always had a leaderboard or something that they've called an MVP feature. He would like to know if you guys will be implementing this such feature into your game, like giving a reward for the MVP on a weekly or timely basis."
I think Lucas can answer this question, but I believe there was some kind of leaderboard before. And this time, this leaderboard should be connected to your overall karma system or karma profile. Am I right, Lucas? I think he is asleep now.
I was mute. You mean leaderboard regards to Zili or karma? Or
No, to gaming part, to Thorium, that you will see that, hey, you are the best player of this
It depends
particular
on game. It depends on game. Thorium don't take Thorium like something exact. Thorium is like umbrella.
Yeah. So each game should have its own rules and its own matrix in which it will live and thrive.
Yes, like now first game under Thorium will be that poker for members.
Gotcha. I'll definitely be playing poker. I'll be taking some money from everybody on poker.
Challenge accepted.
That's it. Let's get it. Etc. has a question. How do you guarantee that our activity in the work will be properly rewarded for the karma stuff, and that this will not be a contest where only the moderators and the friends become the biggest beneficiaries? I asked this question because it's happened on a few communities that he's been a part of.
Well, it's self-governed and it's transparent and everyone can see. I mean, of course, there are some friendships formed already in the community, but that's how our society works. So it's about being supportive and being persistent, and when you are active and most importantly, you as a person are having fun, and other people will notice that hey, this person brings something valuable here. And so far, everybody who joined the community, the Telegram group, or all the other activities, and stayed active, just got the reward they deserved. Because I don't know, it's probably something about the community itself. They are really open and friendly, sometimes too friendly. So there is no system that can definitely say, hey, these guys are just helping each other and not giving a fuck about anybody else. But since the community is always active, then it guards the process as it is.
Very good. Let's see, coming up to Hector's question here. It's one of the top questions up top. First one's asked. Number 3 is, what role will the community play inside your Launchpad? Knowing that the platform is based on users, will your entire ecosystem, all of it, work inside of a DAO governance system?
Yeah, DAO for us at this stage is just a buzzword because we are not there yet. This will be part of the final development where the fund will be established as well. So, and then we will just retire and leave it up to the people and up to the community members to decide on everything. But right now, we need to take care, we need to foster the growth, and we need to support those projects that want to build with us because it's something completely new. And it's not just about like coming there and launching the project there and attracting the community members. It's about like the persistent and constant and continuous communication and expansion. So yeah, we will get to DAO one day, but we don't want to overstretch and or overpromise and overuse that word at the moment.
Yes, but it can be taken like 2 types of Launchpad. One type is Innovator Hub, that will be community governed. And second is Launchpad directly on Guardian, where will be generator for contracts, but it will be more sophisticated, more secure, and with more options. Options like I can tell. Sorry. it's more far away, and we must take it a secret. Launchpad is something what we can tell about maybe half of next year.
Okay. Well, we'll have to have a follow-up AMA on that for sure.
If you deserve it.
Oh, let the community decide.
Yeah, that's true.
So next question is coming in from Thorfinn. How does your NFT marketplace facilitate the trading and selling of these NFTs related to the GuardiaNNN.ai? Moreover, how does the utilization of the native token NNN is as the primary currency within these transactions contribute to creation of dynamic and thriving ecosystem? So it's kind of a little bit of a mix-up there, but his question, I guess, is: will the native token be the primary currency used inside your marketplace?
It doesn't need to be. Again, this depends on each and every project individually, and we don't want to chill. We don't want to force someone to use NNN just because this is the token we have, and some people will find it beneficial for them to use it, and some people will decide, okay, this is not the way for us, so we'll use something else, and then we can figure it out.
Yes, there is many other ways how can be project integrated.
Mm-hmm. Next question is coming in from Feg Lethal here. For Web 2 users who lack the technical know-how to interact with Web 3, will you guys be providing any sort of educational pieces to teach them?
Yeah, we will provide educational pieces to teach people how to Web3, and it's an essential part of what we are doing here, because I think I mentioned it before that the gaming part of NNN, it's not only about playing games for fun and losing money in poker, but also about getting educated while you are having fun. So you can expect more interactive ways to learn more about blockchain itself, about the security threats that are out there, and how we can together empower crypto space. And we can call it an academy for especially for newcomers, because we all know that the new wave is coming and the bull market will return, and that will mean that the new scams will emerge, new users will come, and we need to be ready for it, to educate these new users. Because if they have bad experience with blockchain and with crypto, then they will never return to crypto. And we want to prevent that. We want to show the light side or the positive side of crypto, and to help them to avoid all these scams and bullshit inus and whatever, I don't know, 2.0 tokens are out there right now.
Very good. One of the last questions we're going to take here, it's getting a little bit late, is from Casper. I actually like to ask this one on every project. His question is: what is your biggest obstacle since you started this project 2 years ago to today? What can you say has been your biggest difficult task that you've had to overcome?
All the tasks are difficult. No, I'm trying to think. For me, I can answer it from my personal perspective, and then maybe Lucas can do the same. But for me, it's being patient with every newcomer, basically, if I simplify it, because me as a creator and creative director, I always have to go back to basics and always have to keep in mind that the thing that I know so much about crypto and about DeFi doesn't make me any better than other people out there. So the patience personally with all the tasks that are quite repetitive when it comes to, hey, can you write an article about how to use MetaMask? I'm like, oh my fucking God, why do I have to do this? You know, it should be like clear for everyone. Why do we have to do this? And yeah, we have to do this, and we have to take the responsibility to be the educators and to help other people out there. So yeah, this is the most challenging part for me. I'm not sure about Lucas.
Most challenging part overall?
Yeah, overall. If you had to choose one, if you can.
Yes, it's that education, because that when we look on the world overall, that adoption is pretty low. As it will grow, the newbies will come in, and many of crypto peoples sometimes looks how to say it, arrogant. If someone totally new come to some community and ask on some basics, he will never, or he will most likely don't receive some nice response, you know.
Yeah, people are mean.
For me, yes, that education, but I look on it, everyone needs some personalized way, but it's not possible to create a course, or it wasn't possible to create a course like crypto basics, learn something more personalized. Now with AI, it's possible, so it's a little bit changing my minds about the academy. Because it will be much more better if you will read some, for example, lesson, and if you will do not understand on some terms, and you will ask to your AI lecturer, what is that, and he will explain you deeper. That is something what I see as maybe a future of education, when it will recognize your profile, your benefits, your strengths and weakness, and it will change the style of learning, the terms of learnings. But it's long time future in my head.
Oh, to be honest, you just inspired me in a way that I'm actually playing around with AI agents at the moment through LLM, and it's quite fascinating that it's going to be easy to create personalized agents that will be able to help people to understand crypto or to understand the specific tasks. Like, for example, you can program it to explain everything to a 5-year-old child, right? And to a well-educated person or to businessmen. And that's the thing, that it can change and adapt to your behavior and to your style of learning. And based on that, if we can capture this and implement it into our ecosystem, it will be the next generation academy for crypto learning.
Now you are cutting from your sleeping time.
And I can see that too. We are definitely heading in that direction, you know, with the AI being able to teach the masses. And that's the biggest thing, right? Is being able to educate
up there.
What's that, Bexus? He might have accidentally unmuted himself. Sorry about that. So yeah, but like I was saying, it looks like, you know, we're definitely heading in that direction. The AI being able to teach the masses, as that is the biggest challenge that most projects is see today is being able to educate everybody. So having a possible AI that could, easily teach you how to set up a wallet, use PancakeSwap even, and how to buy a token, that could, be the very next step through AI and teaching them.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we want to leverage it now because, again, it's about being first out there and actually adapting the capabilities so people can find it beneficial for them. Because, it looks all right when you have the GPT window, but it's not something that my mother will use.
But she could if it's made easy.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to be all the questions I'm going to take tonight. We do have that thread there if you'd like to look through all the questions later on. And I'm going to give you guys a uploaded YouTube copy of all of this as well. I'll give you guys
Awesome.
links to all of it so that way you guys can reflect on all the questions that you would like to. I do know that there's going to be 3 best questions here that is going to get rewarded in your native token there. Is that something that you guys will be picking on your own?
Not me. Look, I will give this responsibility to Lucas, and maybe he will give it to you.
I don't understand the questions.
Oh, no worries. I can take that. Go ahead.
If you will be the one to pick the winners from the from questions.
Sure, no problem. And we'll follow up with that with a post, and I'll get you guys over all that information as well. It's been a really good AMA, guys. It really has. Rounding about 2 hours and 20 minutes here, and it did not even seem it was that long.
All right, so you guys have a good night in US, and we go to work now. Back.
I'm going to take coffee.
Back to the grind,
guys.
Lucas is going to take another nap until 10.
Okay.
Good. All right, take care, guys. Bye-bye. And Rand and Lucas, I'll be sure to send you both a copy of the AMA as soon as it's all finished up.
All right. Thank you, Mike. It was lovely to be here. Thanks, community, and ciao.
Ciao. All right, guys. Well, here comes the fun part of switching my hats. Boop, boop. Got my Santa hat on, and we're going to do a random number. The random number has already been picked, and it's going to go between 1 and 225. Now, go. Here it goes. I love it. Now, what you guys can also do that, I'm going to let you know, like always, we're going to pick the best question and award $20 there as well. And Johnny, if you're listening in, could you please also pin the Telegram, and we're going to send some of our community over there and pick a $10 winner. You could drop a sticker or say Great AMA at USA Crypto Group. We'll award that as well. Be on the lookout for the YouTube upload, because that's also going to be another $15 opportunity once it's up. This has been an amazing AMA. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Peace.
Peace, Meg.